Alright, I've continued to place some more flowers. Then we go into free cam. We'll be able to see some more. We've just kind of done a little bit around the outside of all of these. I kind of developed a technique. I don't know if this will be useful to anyone, but like if we're looking here, you see that there's a lot of blocks, like really clumped together blocks of flowers. Like this is all, there's a lot of cornflowers here. And then over here we got these clumps of yellow ones. And so to begin with, it was very densely packed. And then you saw me, I started spreading things out a little more over here. And my method for doing that was groups of 32. So I'd take 32 blue orchids and place those. And then over here, I started experimenting with placing things a little more sporadically and blending colors. And so we got white, the tulips and the azure bluets and the eye blossoms. Yeah, so I'd do patches of like groups of these colors and then blend them. One of my favorites is the cornflowers and the blue orchids. So I really like this color combination. And there's more around here, like poppies and red tulips with orange tulips, and then some of those yellow flowers. Over this side, I started experimenting with just mashing colors. So we got blues, but then also pinks, and just throwing them together to see what would work well. And again, it's getting a little more sparse and sporadic, but it seems more natural than the clumps we've got over here. Like this is very dense and very monotoned almost, and like there's just swatches of colors. Whereas this over here seems to be a little more blended, a little more natural. And then just bone mealing in the patches and then replacing grass with either firefly bushes, dead bushes, or bushes. Is nice. Gives it a little overgrown feeling. It's just fun. It's fun experimenting with color combinations. Like over here, again, yellow and blue, but with accents of white and pink. This is probably my favorite though over here, especially from up in the sky. We've got like lots of white and yellow, but also blue. I think there's just these three color combinations are really nice. That's what I've been doing, and we've finally gone all the way around the abandoned chapel. And I'm considering just leaving it here. I mean, there's more to do here, absolutely. But this doesn't really serve any purpose other than a creative outlet. There's still this entire inside, which could be done up. If you guys blow the likes out of the water, maybe I'll come back. No, if you do, I will come back. And we can finish this off, give it a little bit of purpose and ruin it as well. Go crazy with the texturing. But I'm pretty happy with where this is. So I might as well just head on back to the city and maybe we can work on something else. We're so far away from our base, it's not even funny. This is going to take me a good solid 20, 30 minutes in real life. Well, see you when I'm back there. So I got a fun little idea for I cannot word it. So I got a fun little idea for an expansion to the city. Continuing this way. Obviously, we've been working on the wharf recently, which has been cool, or the docks, or the port, or whatever it's called. But I still don't really feel like doing that. So I've got an idea for a building that can plonk right about here, but I'm gonna have to do some terraforming to make the landscape fit that. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into a time lapse, or maybe I'll just cut to it But let's change this area. Okay, so we are... Ooh, that was cool. We are here on the street, and we're going to build something here. I'm going to try and not use Lightmatica. Not because it's a bad thing. I think it's great. But I think myself, I'm too reliant on schematics. So I think in my progression as a builder, I need to become less reliant on Lightmatica. And I've got nothing against the mod. I love it. It's great. It helps me a lot with building. So I'm going to try build this without Lightmatica, and we'll probably do it not in a time lapse as well. Although I will get some fancy footage, just because never hurts to have a little fancy footage. Alright, let's do it. Okie dokie. So we finished our foundation. I got it wrong a couple times. Typical, all part of the experience. But here it is. And I'm now going to put a back wall, the back walls in. And this part really isn't glamorous at all. It's just, like, I don't know if this is just unique to where I live, but whenever you're going down a back alleyway, then normally there's not this kind of stuff. There's no detail. There's no interest. It normally just looks like this, right? Just like a blank wall. And sometimes it's just all of that one color. And so for the back walls here, I'm just going to put stone in, because I'll probably end up building something right next to it. And same on this side. Okay, so we've now got the back walls in, and I just wanted to mention that I've been building it from this perspective. So all the detail and everything is going to hit you as you're coming out of the portal. So you see this, and then there's a lot this way, but there's nothing this way. So we're going to fix that with this building here. That does mean, though, that on the back side of this build, it just looks like a big stone block. But that's okay. We'll fill this in eventually. We should probably put in the frames with the rest of the padlock. You see I kind of marked them out here already. These are going to be like the outermost exterior of the build. I quite like the texture on this wood. It's very nice. It's probably one of the most barkiest types of wood. I noticed while building this that the texture on the pale oak is actually really similar to the texture on tough, which goes really nice. So decided to build out of it. Coolio. I believe I need some andesite next. Just gonna line this here. Pretty snazzy. And then the inside is all regular andesite. Alrighty, andesite has been obtained, and I do believe we just go all the way up with this. Yeah. Oh, you gotta trust the process, guys. Trust the process. I need to go find some coral. Thankfully, past me thought ahead and collected some coral. So we're just gonna go along here and place some like this, and you'll see they'll dry out. And I saw this in a video somewhere on YouTube, and it was like a cool trim, to like an ornate trim for sections of builds. Like, so we've got this smooth sandstone thing here, and like the iron bars up there. This is just another version of that. And I'm using it along the ground, and oh, I just think it looks so cool. Next up on the list, we should probably put some glass in and finish the andesite stuff. Just realized I didn't do the other side. Light gray stained glass has been obtained. I think we go 5 high. That feels right to me. It's a little bit of stainage on the side. Lovely, lovely stain action going on there. And then we need some panes in the window as well. Now, I'm not sure. Maybe we should put the trim on first. Let's put the trim in. A little bit anti-stank in there. Let's make it too tall. Boom, boom, great. And that is pretty much our entranceway done. Pretty slick, pretty suave. Very nice. Sea lanterns go in here. Well, I wonder if I've got oxidized copper. Oh, I might not. After that, I might just grab a stack of iron because we need some, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need some chains as well. So let's just do that. So we're just going along the bottom with some iron trapdoors just to make it look like this is kind of like a neon beam. We also need some copper trapdoors along here as well. Chains, a little bit of chain action. So we're going across like this. Lovely. Can never be too safe these days. Good old ram raids been going on. So little bit of bars to protect the window. Lovely. Safe and secure. Definitely not feeling very grim. I should have let these oxidize beforehand, but let's just go in like this and they'll oxidize over time. By the time this video is done, I'm sure they'll be the right state. Okay, we're getting a feel for it now. Now we need some andesite to complete this layer of the build. Oh, and some prismarine. You guys seeing the vision with like the blue tones that I'm trying to go for? I need 2 more. Fantastic. I need some frog lights and some more andesite. Beautiful. Add a bit here as well. Oh, we could probably do this with this smooth stone that is not in my inventory. Now we need to put the last layer on, which calls for some andesite. One of my favorite blocks, apparently. There we go. So this, oh no, this is not the base. We've still got a couple more things to do. All right, so we've done the base of this build, which is great. And from here, it differentiates itself. I was going for like a corner diner that you'd see, and you know how they've got like the neon signs going around it. And then this is just kind of some ornate decoration going around. Pretty cool. So now the next bit, there's kind of 3 sections, which we're probably watching right now. I may have gotten a little carried away and pretty much finished the exterior without doing it like step by step. But hopefully you should be able to see what I was doing in the time lapse, so all is not lost. Plus most of the detail is actually really here on the ground level. But that now means that we can get into the interior. Let me sort this stuff out. So now we can start on the interior. And for this, I need some more copper. This simply will not do. So I need to go get more copper. All right. We now have the copper. And while I was waiting for this to smelt, I put a little trim around the wall. Most of this you won't see, except for like this part and this part maybe. And I think it's cool. So this is where the counter goes. We're going to go like this, this. So, turns out I actually did that wrong. That's okay. Lucky we caught it early. So the wallpaper is going to extrude out here. So technically, this is where the start of the counter starts. So, boom. all of this needs to oxidize. Hopefully it should be a quick process. I don't normally like building like this because this feels like you're a kid at a bar, you know? It's just a bit weird. I'm gonna go in with some stairs, but first let's polish them. Just to make it a little easier for ourselves. Cool, there we go. It's looking good. That's pretty much everything on this side done. I need to add some iron bars. So we just come across like this. And same here as well. While we're at it, we might as well put the potion stands in. I don't even know why I have so many crafted up, but I do. So I will use them. 3 over here. 1, 2, 3. 1 here, 2 here. Awesome. We're gonna hang bottles up there. I need some signs. I need some warped signs. Now we need to come along and go like this. And all the way across. All the way. Now I need to edit each and every one of these. And we're just going to go use the equal signs. Command A, Command C. And come down, Command V. Command V, there we go. So on and so forth. Alright, glad that that is over and done with. Let's go dump all of this stuff in the junk shulker boxes. Yay. Okie dokie. Now we just come across like this. You might be thinking, it doesn't look very different. But that's because we haven't gone through with this. Oh yeah. Sounding kind of sus. How good? Muy bien. Now I need some mangroovy wood. Go boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I would be inclined to move this back one so that you have space between the seat and the table. But if we just like back up a little. See, I'm not really on the table. So this works. Almost done with the booth. Now we just need to add some doors. That's right, you heard correct. Some doors. And it adds like a little bit of a backrest. Pretty sick. Let's do the bar seats. And for that we're going to need hoppers and redstone torches. Okay, we are back and we're going to go every other block like this. I think we'll just leave it here because this is kind of like sad boy area. Anyway, redstone torch. Now, if I go like this, see how it's not picking up an item? That is very important for our lag. Hoppers use a lot of processing power, and so if we can turn them off where possible, we definitely should. It'll just go a long way to help lag, especially as the city increases. Anyway. Here we go. We've got our 6 seats kind of in. And we'll go like this. Mr. Block. Now, back with mangrove again. Make some trapdoors. Go like this. There we go. We've got a pretty much fully furnished interior. Now what we need to do is put the roof on, which is what the stone was for. So let me just dump all my stuff again in any available spot in here. Another shulker box. These are how monsters are born, people. Don't do what I'm doing. The inspiration for this is like a ripped to its bones building that has been taken over by some like craft brewery dudes. and they've refurbished it, but only like barely, to sell craft beer. Real riveting story. But you find these places here and there, and it's kind of funny. They all kind of have the same feel because they followed the same process. And so having the structural supports, the steel supports exposed, creates that feeling, at least for me. Great. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of dirt. We're just going to go up top and 1, finish this off, but 2, cover it in with dirt in between all the stone. Where there is dirt, it must be covered with deep slate. Specifically this orientation of deep slate. Hence the dirt blocks. Okay, now I'm pretty certain that this is enough light to stop mobs, but just to be safe, because we don't want them blowing holes in our ceiling, let us grab some frog lights and just block spam the dark spots. And that should be the ceiling done, so if we go back in and remove all the dirt, we'll have a nice deep slate ceiling. Already it looks so much cooler, right? Okay, back in here, let's craft some bulbs. How many do I need? So these are going up in here, like this, and they're going to oxidize over time. It's going to be cool. So I need 1, 6, 11, 16, that's another 5, 21. I need 21 bulbs. Alright. Okay, so the bulbs are on. Amazing. Now, still a bit to do. We've got to put some lights through the middle here and fix this. I need more scaffolding, man. It's just at that awkward height where you can't reach it. So, for the lights going across here, we are going to steal a page out of the old villager trading matrix and go across like this. Hopefully that was the middle. We're just going to put these in here, and then we're just going to go boom, boom, and boom, and like this. Like that. The downside to scaffolding, moving you further away. Shifting along here. Oh, not there. Shifting along here. Craft up some levers. We'll find some end rods. Boom. Boom. Ugh. Boom. Okay, and then like this, and like this. Awesome. That's not right. We needed one more. Because this goes in here. Like that. There we go, like that. Awesome. Now we need some end rods. Yes. End rods. Beautiful. We're so close to completing this. We just need to do this bit and this bit. Cool, that's looking great. I'll put a trim around there. Who knows? It's looking good. This will go along here like this. Welcome, welcome.
Huh?
Hitting the beers, are we, mate? You're not still on the clock, hmm? You're the health code inspector. All up to code, is it, sir? Honestly, emerald for 4 gunpowder? Not a bad trade. It's pretty good. Same with wood. But, yeah, I don't need any of that, sorry, bro. And here we go. Now I just gotta add the wallpaper but I can't be bothered doing that this episode because that involves glazed terracotta. And glazed terracotta is a pain in the butt to place in all its different rotations. So, we'll do that in the next episode. This is where we're going to leave it here today, guys. I do need your input. In the next episode, we're going to build an auto potion crafter, basically. So this is a brewery, a renovated, abandoned building brewery. I have to do some texturing and weathering. And what they sell is primarily a potion of fire resistance. Hello. Yeah, and so we're going to build a auto potion crafting system that'll eventually unload them somewhere down here. I'll put them in a barrel or something. But yeah, let me know. Should we put the crafter up in here? Or should we put it behind in its own separate industrial room? But that's going to be all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.